Welcome back into Phil Welch Stadium. We apologize for the difficulties. We're struggling with some Wi-Fi, some Ethernet, some all sorts of things. Gotta love technology, Tyler. It really is a wonderful thing, but oh my Lord. Jaden Little drives one left center field. Kobacheski finds his way to third as he's gonna stand in. A nice go-ahead double by Jaden Little. As we came back on just in time, Jaden Little finds his way to second, drives Kobacheski all the way around to third with one out.
Kobacheski able to draw a 5-pitch walk while we were experiencing that technical difficulty. And a great piece of hitting there by Jaden Little. He split the outfielders out in left and center, allowing him to advance to second there on that stand-up double.
Eden Myers now up to the plate for the Mustangs. Still facing Aiden Trunk. That one down away, ball one.
That double by Little, only the second hit of the day for the Mustangs, but the fifth person to, my apologies, sixth batter to reach base so far today. A lot of Mustangs out there putting a lot of pressure on Shrunk. And it's evident as he's over 50 pitches already in just over 2 innings.
That one fouled back. Finds the stance. That one's not caught. 1-1 to the infielder from Bronner Springs, Missouri, Eden Myers. The 1-1 way outside, but swung on. 1-2.
Nice cutter there by Shrunk. Had Myers fooled. Probably sitting right around 90 miles an hour, and that just darted into the right-hander's batter's box. Left-handed batter's box, my apologies.
The 1-2 from Myers. All you need to do here is put it in play. That one down in the dirt. Ball 2. If I was still playing Little League, I think I would have swung on that one. Just go golfing, but nice eye by Myers as he watches that one down and away.
See, my only experience with baseball, I played t-ball when I was 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nonetheless, here I am. We're calling games, and we're having a blast.
You know what? You got to stay involved with sports any way you can if the big leagues don't work out. This is where we end up. So you know what? I can't be mad about that. It's a beautiful evening. So the umpire walking out to have a conversation with Shrunk is, looks like something may have broke, possibly his sunglasses or a belt or something as he runs to the dugout.
He ran without his glove, so, oh, it looks like he left his glove out just on the mound. I was wondering if there might have been an issue with his glove.
I don't know. But the video board going ahead and is gonna make fun of Shrunk as he runs out and comes back in. If you can see it on our video board here, it says, "You bum." He makes his way, and they're playing the Jeopardy theme. Gotta love good old Mink League baseball, don't you?
We've got a great video board crew here at Phil Welch, keeping the audience happy and enjoyed, even when we have small little interruptions just like that.
Yeah, to the ones of you who just now joining us, Eden Myers swings at a high and away 2-2 count. Strikes out.
That pitch was at Myers' eyes. Bad swing there, chased way high. Makes it the second out of the inning.
So for those of you who are just joining us, the Mustangs and Merchants still tied at 0. We've been dealing with connectivity issues. That's nothing to worry about, as we'll be right here for all 9 innings of baseball. We're only in the bottom of the 3rd. Hopefully some things stable themselves out. But if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Would help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers.
We're getting pretty close.
Gundelfinger watches one down and away. Kobacheski comes home, and the Mustangs strike first.
Wild pitch there by Shrunk. Goes past the feet of Gundelfinger to the backstop, and that allows the first run of the day to come across for either team. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Mustangs' first lead of the year.
Jaden Little advances to third. Micah Kobeschke scores after he was walked earlier here in the bottom of the third. And Tyler Gundelfinger facing a 1-0 count. That one almost scored another run as Anderson goes diving for that one. 2-0 to Gundelfinger.
Looked like he
Little
might have
on
been
third.
doing a burpee out there with how much he had to dive out and push himself back up.
A good effort from Anderson to keep that one in front of him. The 2-0 from Shrunk. Delivered outside, ball 3.
Gundelfinger has seen a couple of pitches that have just been yanked here by Shrunk, which has caused the first mound visit of the night between the catcher, Austin Anderson, and Shrunk.
Struggling just a little bit. Moments ago, we saw a relief pitcher and a catcher head out to the bullpen over there in left field for the Merchants. As bringing in another pitcher this early is not something you want to see from your starter, but got to do what you got to do to stay ahead in tonight's game. Mustangs looking to get red hot as they lead 1-0. The 3-0 delivered. That one finds its way outside again. And Gundelfinger is walked.
Fourth walk of the afternoon for Shrunk. And Mustangs hitters are being so much more patient than we saw back on Wednesday. Yet to get a hit with a runner out in scoring position so far today, but we've seen a lot of traffic as they've been letting Shrunk throw wildly so far this evening.
Carter Belton now up to the plate. Gundelfinger, who made his way to first, has been walked twice this evening. Belton watches one way outside. Shrunk having trouble finding that outside edge of the zone, as that's his 4th or 5th consecutive hit or pitch that's thrown outside. Runners on the corners. Belton with a chance to score another. Gundelfinger goes, and he's going to be safe at second. There's no throw attempt. Shrunk didn't even look like he knew that Gundelfinger was going. Still took his time on the mound instead of rushing it.
Outside of that wild pitch that allowed Kobeschke to come around and score, we've seen 5 straight balls that have been yanked into the left-handed batter's box.
That one down and away. Anderson keeps it in front of him.
And make that 6.
Belton way up in the count as he stands at 3-0 with 2 outs, 2 runners on, both of them in scoring position. Mustangs doing a good job of advancing a runner and putting some pressure on Shrunk here in the bottom of the third. The 3-0 check swinged, and he's not going to go. Bases are now loaded for the first time this season.
It's back-to-back 4-pitch walks there by Shrunk. 5 on the day now for him, and he's rapidly approaching the 70-pitch mark in just the 3rd inning, and this is bringing an entire mound visit. Might be the end of his day.
Coach heading out to visit Shrunk, and we're going to see if he makes his way to the dugout.
The entire infield has been drawn in.
So it would be 2 2/3 of an inning for Shrunk if he is pulled here this evening. And while we're awaiting their decision, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Phil Welch. They're going to keep Shrunk in the game as he's been pulling everything more to the left-handed batter's box. We were talking about something being wrong, possibly mechanically not feeling the best in his arm possibly. So we'll see if he comes back out for the bottom of the fourth. But they're gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of this Mustangs lineup. 2 outs, bases loaded.
That first pitch to Kettler was inside, so not a pitch that was pulled. Good sign for Shrunk, but still a ball.
Kettler with the 1-0 count. Delivers, chopper foul. Kettler struck out here in the bottom of the second on a full count before Davis grounded out on a routine 6-3. See if the Mustangs, who have already scored 1 on a double by Jaden Little, scored Kobachevsky here earlier in the bottom of the third. One ball, 1 strike. Kettler looking to drive in a run. The 1-1 delivered, swung on. That one gonna find its way foul as it hits the green grass on the down the left field line.
That pitch was skied by Kettler. Catcher Anderson gave it a little bit of a chase before it tailed off towards the left-hand side of the park.
Kettler facing the 1-2. Watches that one down and away. Knotting the count at 2s.
Good take by Kettler as that pitch was over the plate, but way low.
Shrunk with the chance to close out the inning here for the Merchants. Delivers the 2-2 high away. Kettler now faces a full count.
Nowhere to put Kettler here for Shrunk as the bases are loaded full of Mustangs.
If you're the Mustangs, now's the time to go ahead and score a run. Put yourselves up 2-0. But Kettler facing a full count. That one skied towards center field. Oliver comes in to get it, and he does. The Merchants close out a tough bottom of the third, escape a bases loaded situation. The score, Mustangs 1, Merchants nothing. We'll be right back after this.
Well, that is the official Mustang meeting. Thanks to others aboard. You only have one opportunity now. With the full already heard. Personalizing the all-time advantage of 2 points to trust in our 26th on the second ball offense. as their Austin Anderson.
Anderson up now for the Merchants as they look to put a run on the board. Chapman still pitching for the Mustangs. Delivers a nice strike to Anderson to start the top of the fourth. Your Mustangs lead 1-0.
Anderson, one of 5 strikeout victims so far on the night for Lane Chapman. Takes that next pitch outside, making the count 1-1.
Chapman, one of the more automatic pitchers for the Mustangs, as he gets Anderson to swing on a nasty curveball coming back inside. The 1-2 to Anderson. Delivered, doesn't quite find the outside edge. It's now 2-2.
That pitch landed just outside. Good attempt there by Chapman, but not enough movement on that pitch to get strike number 3.
The 2-2 swung on down the left field line, and Myers couldn't get his glove on it as Belton comes in and holds Anderson at first.
Softly hit single there. Makes it the second hit of the night for the Merchants off of Lane Chapman, which is incredible that it's only the second, given that they were batting .350 coming into today.
Right fielder Owens is up to bat for the Merchants. Shows bunt, doesn't take it, the 0-1. No outs, 1 runner on. Owens facing the 0-1 count from Chapman. Chapman delivers one high. Owens watches that one go past the brim of his helmet.
Nearly hit him with that crazy movement on the arm side for Chapman.
Chapman delivers the 1-1, swung on, driven, foul down the left field line, and that one finds the road behind the stadium. Maybe the front yard of a house back behind us. Lots of dogs showing up here at Bark at the Park night. Weren't so sure when we first started tonight. Chapman delivers the 1-2, a fly ball down the left field line. Myers going back, doesn't quite have it as he almost ran his way into the barstool seating.
That was a tough chance for Myers as he was having his head all the way looking up, trying to catch that foul ball. Just a little too far for him to make what would have been a great grab.
The 1-2 from Chapman to Owens with Anderson still standing on first. Hasn't taken a jump quite yet. Pitch delivered, swung on, grounded back towards Chapman. Coy at second, Gundelfinger at first, and they get the double play. Beautiful ball movement from the Mustangs as they clear the bases and bring up Weller.
What an amazing play there by Chris Coy to get that grounder that was hit to Chapman. Chapman threw it over to Coy. Coy just barely touched second base and threw over to first on a great throw over to Gundelfinger to get the twin killing.
Now 2 outs for the Mustangs with Weller up to bat. He's going to take his first strike. An unusual 1-6-3 double play from the Mustangs. Still, this was the 3rd batter we've seen so far tonight. That one slapped to left center field. Belton gets under it, and that closes out the inning. A 1-2-3 inning from the Mustangs. So far, an extremely defensive showing.
Yeah, what a great game we've seen from the defensive side of the Mustangs so far tonight. 2 twin killings, their first 2 on the year, and some great plays out in the outfield as well.
Coming up to bat for the Mustangs, Norman Davis, Chris Coy, and Seth Winkler seeing their second and third time up to the plate. We'll be right back after hopefully what will be a quick break. My name is Gabe Porter, with me Tyler Engerbauer. You're listening to the St. Joe Mustangs.
Know that you young ones receive the best healthcare possible by taking in the Dr. Anthony Bridgewater Pediatric Clinic. Give your child the pediatric healthcare he or she needs with Dr. Anthony Bridgewater. Now pitching for the Carroll Merchants, number 26, Zach Turpin. Turpin now pitching. Leading it off, here to run the fourth, Henry Norman Davis.
Welcome back into St. Joe. A pitching change for the Carroll Merchants. Zach Turpin now on the mound for the Merchants after Shrunk was pulled. The 0-1 to Norman Davis. That one slapped over to right field, and it's going to find its way down. He's going to get his first base hit of the season.
Not a lot of speed there for Norman Davis, but a great shot, slap shot down the right field line for that opposite field single over the head of the first baseman, Maverick DeVell.
So Zach Turpin goes ahead and gives up a base hit, his first batter he sees tonight. And we're back at the top of the order here in the bottom of the first. Or the fourth, excuse me. A ball down and away to Chris Coy with Norman Davis on first.
Turpin's got a funky windup and a funky delivery. He's a side armor. And a big side armor at that with that 6'4", 203-pound frame.
Not something you want to see every day as a batter, as that one's foul tipped by Coy. Back towards the net. A 1-1 count. Grounded into an out in the bottom of the second and was walked in the first. He finds that one into the gap in right center field. With Oliver, who is there to make the catch and the out for the Merchants.
Coy got a great hold of that pitch. Got a lot of barrel on that, but sent it directly over to the center fielder, Hayden Oliver. Good to go a couple of steps to his left to make that screaming liner.
Seth Winkler now up to bat for the Mustangs with Davis on first. That one down and away for ball one. Winkler in both his times up has seen full counts. So he's one who puts up a fight here. See if he can do the same thing against Turpin, as that's a big swing for strike one.
Winkler seeing a lot of pitches tonight, which is a good sign of things to come. He's 0 for 2 on the day with the strikeouts looking and a ground out so far today. But a lot of patience being shown here at the plate after not showing a lot of patience back on Wednesday.
The 1-1 sent outside. Anderson goes diving for it. I wonder if the right side of his body's tired from hitting the dirt. The Carroll Merchant pitchers really loving that left-handed batter box.
Every Carroll pitcher so far tonight has seemed to be pulling a lot of their fastballs out, and that, I'm sure, is putting a lot of stress there on Anderson.
That one inside finds the elbow guard of Winkler. A hit by pitch, and he finds his way over to first. He finds his way to first. Davis finds his way to second. The Mustangs with another 2 runners on situation with an out. Familiar ground for them as Micah Kubashecki finds his way to the plate.
Kobachevsky on the day, great day so far. He's 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. The only run so far scored by either team today.
That one doesn't, it does. It finds the gap in right center field out to the warning track. Norman Davis comes home, and so does Winkler. The throw is going to be off, and Kobachevsky finds his way to third, scoring 2 runs. This is going to be a 2-run RBI triple.
What a great hit there by Kobachevsky. He jumped on that first pitch there by Turpin, sent it just over the head of the right fielder, Drew Owen, to bring in crucial insurance runs here, with the Mustangs now leading by a score of 3-0.
A big swing by Little, as his first pitch is a strike. Little doubled in the bottom of the third and struck out in the bottom of the first. Looks to drive home. That one hit to right center field. Owens is under it, makes the grab. A big throw into home. He's gonna get down, and he's out. That's gonna be a double play for the Merchants as they head back to their dugout, but not before giving up 2 runs.
It was a good look there by Kobachevsky coming off third. Might have been safe, might have not, but ruled out by our home plate umpire to end the Mustang threat here in the bottom of the 4th.
As the Mustangs make their way back out, we're gonna take a short break. Mustangs lead 3-0 going into the top of the 5th.
All right, St. Joe, it's time for the Pizza Shop Pizza. And a pool party is a great way to spend your summer. Tonight's contestants have to have the most pizza boxes in their hands at the end of the 20 seconds. Let's have a pool party. Go! Oh, we got out of here. Oh, she knocked the ball off just like that. Wow. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, reminder, don't forget tomorrow night. Mustangs return home, and it's fireworks spectacular right here at Carroll State. Tomorrow night, this is it, sir. Well, leading it off for the Merchants here at the top of the fifth inning, designated hitter, Tyler Stewart.
Welcome back inside Phil Welch Stadium. The Mustangs lead 3-0 here in the top of the fifth. First pitch swung on, grounded over to Winkler to Gundelfinger, and that's going to be an out to start the inning.
Carter Storty with 2 groundouts, a double play back in the second inning, and a ground out here to lead off the top of the fifth.
This Mustangs defense has been something else as they've had multiple 3-up, 3-down innings. Up to bat, DeVoe, the first baseman for the Merchants. Chapman delivers one inside for strike one.
Chapman being incredibly efficient so far tonight, only at 54 pitches. That's about 12 and a half, 13 pitches per inning pitch so far today.
Delivers the first ball. The 1-1, inside ball 2. DeVoe singled in the top of the second, but this is only his second time up to bat here in the fifth, as they've been slow to get things going. He's a broken bat, grounder to second. Gundelfinger fields it, and that's the second out of the inning.
I was a little worried that that bat might hit Gundelfinger over at first, the way that it broke.
Yeah, that's going to be an expensive replacement as he makes his way to the dugout. Nystrom, the left fielder, been awfully quiet this evening as he struck out in the top of the second. First pitch, watches it down and away for ball 1. So Chapman having himself a night at about what I would say 60 pitches so far through 5 innings. Solid 12 to 14 pitches an inning. Really making a name for himself early. That one grounded again over to Winkler. Flicked over to Gundelfinger at first to get the third out. What an effort from Winkler and Gundelfinger to go 1, 2, 3 in the scorebook. That's a G4-3 for 3 batters.
Yeah, great defensive scene that we've seen so far tonight, and Winkler up there at the top helping corral 2 double plays as well as all 3 of those outs there in the top of the fifth.
The Mustangs will bring up Eden Myers, Tyler Gundelfinger, and Carter Belton in the bottom of the fifth. My name is Gabe Porter, with me Tyler Engerbauer. We've had a fantastic evening with you tonight. We're looking forward to more baseball as we'll be right back after this.
He's got to be a running back, and there's not going to be a line. Well, leading off with Mustangs here at the bottom of the fifth. Third baseman, Eden Myers. Your jackpot here in the game. 0 at the good time roll.
Eden Myers now up to bat for the Mustangs. He's had himself an off night, but that one driven to right field and caught by Owens, who gets the first out of the inning for the Merchants.
Lazy fly ball out there for Eden Myers, but that's his first ball hit up in the air so far tonight.
Contact is all you can ask for at this point. As long as you make contact, that's what matters. Gundelfinger, who was combined with Winkler there in the top of 5 to get the 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. That one almost clipped his left knee. He's gonna take one inside for ball 1. That one driven high down the left field line and almost finds the horse cage there in left field. Still haven't seen it come down. It's on the other side of the ice arena over there. Wow.
I think you mean the Mustang cage.
Oh, the Mustang cage. That's right. That's right. It's a Mustang. It's not a horse. It's a Mustang. All right.
It does look like a horse.
It does. It does. The 1-1 to Gundelfinger. Sent over to Weller, who makes an error, and Gundelfinger reaches. And I don't know if you all can see our scoreboard, but something about a Butterfinger for a Gundelfinger. Man, that's a mouthful. He's going to find his way over to first on the 1-0 count.
That's Weller's second error of the evening, and that makes him now have 5 on the year, which is a team high. So not a good defensive year so far for Sam Weller.
The first pitch to Belton. High and outside for ball 1. The crowd's still alive and well here at Phil Welch as the Mustangs lead 3-0. Belton drives one down the line, and that one got a car. I'm going to call it. That one got a car. So, Nathaniel, go ahead and add one to our car counter. How many are we at on the night?
I think we're at 2.
Are we at 2? I think we're at 2 or 3.
Nathaniel's giving us the signal for 3, so 3 cars tonight so far.
All right, Belton faces the 1-1 count, and that one over to Weller, who gets the grab, a play at second. Martinez was there to field it, and Gundelfinger's out at 2. But Belton made his way over to first.
Fielder's choice there for Carter Belton, allowing him to reach for technically the 3rd time tonight, courtesy of an error, a walk, and now that fielder's choice. And despite all that, he would still be considered 0 for 2 on the day.
Kettler makes his way to the plate with 2 outs, 1 on. That one gets the bottom side of the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 to Kettler. Down and away for ball 1. Nodded it once. He struck out there in the top of the 2nd. He flew out to left, or flew out to center. That one's going to be skied high and onto the concourse of Phil Welch.
Almost a car hit over in the sidewalk area, just over by the entrance to the party patio.
The 1-2 and the chance to get out of the inning. Turpin looking to do less damage, and that one gets away. The throw over to second, he's going to be safe. Carter Belton advances with some serious speed on a pass ball.
Belton got a lot of speed out there at first, making his way over to second on what could be rolled either a wild pitch or a pass ball, depending on how you see it. I think that's more of a pass ball. It seemed like the catcher Anderson had it.
So Belton now stands on second, the 2-2. That's a hit by pitch. Kettler makes his way over to first, bringing up Norman Davis, who had a single and then scored on a triple by Kobaszewski in the bottom of 4.
So Belton's able to get over to second no matter what, courtesy of that hit by pitch. But 2 men are on for Davis. Be great to see him put another ball in play so far today. 1 for 2 with a ground out to short and that opposite field single over the head of the first baseman DeVoe.
That'll be the 6th walk or hit by pitch from Turpin and Shrunk, who were pitching for the Merchants earlier this evening. That one foul tipped, back and away for strike 1.
First time that we've really seen Turpin had to deal with a lot of traffic on the bases so far tonight, as we've seen so far his hits and hit by batters kind of been a little bit sporadic.
The 0-1 from Turpin quickly becomes 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis, a guy who's going to stay in the box and fight, but hasn't been able to make too much contact, as his first hit was earlier this evening. That one high and away, ball 3. Excuse me, ball 2. Ball 2. So the 2-1 to Norman Davis with 2 outs and a runner on. That's Carter Belton over there at second. Belton goes. The throw, not in time. Belton gets his 2nd stolen base of the evening.
Double steal there by St. Joe, putting 2 men now in scoring position for Norman Davis. Great jump there by Belton to avoid the tag by the 3rd baseman, Gabrielson.
So the 2-2 count with 2 outs to Norman Davis and a runner on third. A swing down the left field line, foul ball. Straighten that one out, it might have gotten through. There's lots of traffic down the left field line.
With that double steal, we're now at 4 stolen bases on the night for St. Joe.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That one finds its way low and inside. Ball 3, Davis faces a full count.
And those 4 stolen bases are their first 4 of the year.
The Mustangs finding their groove this evening after dropping a 10-5 decision on Wednesday. The 3-2 swung on driven, finds its way to the parking lot, brings our car counter to 9. 4 on the evening.
Davis fighting here and showing a lot more control up at the plate. He's about to see his 7th pitch of the at-bat.
Davis feels like eternity there at the plate. The 3-2 inside, take your base, Norman Davis. That's the 7th walk of the evening. The Mustangs finding their way back to the top of the order for the 4th time this evening, with Chris Coy coming to the plate with 2 outs and a loaded bases situation.
Great opportunity here for Chris Coy, who out of the leadoff spot has only gotten a single and a walk. The only times he's been able to reach base in 7 appearances so far this year.
Chris Coy at the plate, 2 outs, bases loaded, and a chance to advance the runners. Watches one at the knees for ball 1. Mustangs lead 3-0 here in the bottom of 5. The 1-0. Strike one, as that Coy does not agree with that one, as it looked about the same spot as the first ball.
Yeah, ball one and strike one thrown in probably the exact same spot, maybe less than an inch between where they both landed, but counts now 1-1.
The 1-1 swung on, fouled back towards the net by Coy. 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The evening cooling off with no breeze whatsoever. The flag in center not moving, as Turpin looks to get out of this one. That one driven to center field. It drops. 1 run scores. Around comes the second. A 2-run RBI by Chris Coy to extend the Mustangs' lead to 5.
Coy muscled that ball over the head of the second baseman. Wilmer Martinez landed just a couple feet in front of him, but a great piece of hit in there for the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs to allow St. Joe to extend their lead by 5.
So Kettler comes around and scores from second, Belton from third after stealing 2 bases. Davis advances to second with Coy on first with Seth Winkler at the plate. Winkler slaps one down the left field line, foul ball. So that would have scored another run or 2 with Davis and Coy's speed. The count now, no balls, 1 strike.
Turpin now out over 30 pitches here on the evening. Shrunk was pulled at just a hair under 70, so we'll be curious to see what Carroll head coach Doug Barker will have on Turpin tonight.
One ball, 1 strike to Winkler, with a chance to drive home more runs as the Mustangs having a 2-out rally here in the bottom of 5. The pitch down and away, ball 1, ball 2.
Winkler on the night, 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch his last time up, but he came around to score courtesy of a triple by Kobaszewski, who is 2 for 2 on the night. Very dangerous hitter waiting on deck.
The 2-1 count to Winkler. Davis a big lead at second. That one driven over the over Gabrielson's head. Davis comes home. Coy over to third. And Winkler makes his way to second. The Mustangs cash in another run, making it 6-0 here in the bottom of 5.
That was a little looper over the head of the third baseman Gabrielson that landed just over the dirt to bring in yet another run for the Mustangs, who now lead 6-0 over Carroll. Quite the turn of events from what we saw on Wednesday, and quite the turn of events for Carroll, who, after averaging almost 15 runs a game coming in today, are still scoreless through 5.
2 outs for the Merchants, but they've yet to escape this inning as Kobaszewski is at the plate. He's had himself a night. Faces a 1-0 count here in the bottom of 5. A single, a walk, and a triple for him so far. With Coy on third, looks to get another base hit.
That pitch looked like it could have taken the outside edge, but ruled a ball by our home plate umpire. Now makes it a very favorable 2-0 count now on Kobaszewski, with 2 men in scoring position.
2-0 driven foul over near the, down the bleachers it goes. Shout out to the little kids up there playing the left field line bleachers.
You know, that's got to be the place to be tonight.
I
there
think
have
so.
been so many foul balls hit over there, so many free souvenirs. if you haven't gotten a chance to come out to Phil Welch, come out. You might get a foul ball. Go sit in the left field bleachers.
That one slapped to center field. Weller comes in to get it, and that gets the Merchants out of the inning, but not before the Mustangs score 3, making their lead 6-0. We'll be right back after a short break.
As well as any police, fire, EMT. We ask that you please rise. On behalf of the Grateful Nation, it is our pleasure to recognize, honor, and support you for protecting and serving our country. Thank you, one and all.
Chapman still pitching for the Mustangs. The solid and quality 5 so far as we go into the top of 6 with the Carroll Merchants down 6. Chapman delivers the first one low and away to Gabrielson, the third baseman for the Merchants this evening.
Gabrielson only up for his second time tonight, whereas the entire Mustangs lineup has gone through it at least 3 times, with some players already have reached up to bat 4 times all.
Big swing by Gabrielson and a swing and a miss. As Chapman's still sitting around 60 to 70 pitches this evening. Two balls, 1 strike to Gabrielson.
Gabrielson had a sharp liner out to left his first time up.
Swing and a miss from him. So he's looking to do that again, but hasn't quite found his mark.
Chapman's been getting him to chase there on the outside edge. We'll see what Chapman does with this next pitch.
About middle of the zone, way outside. As Gabrielson now faces a full count here in the top of 6. Gabrielson flips his bat and takes his base. As Chapman gets his first walk of the evening, excuse me, his second walk of the evening. Weller walked earlier in the top of the 2nd, but since then it's been nothing but flyouts, groundouts, and strikeouts for the Mustangs. Martinez gets one high and outside. Ball 1.
Chapman looking to regain just a little bit of control. after having to sit for quite a bit there in the bottom of the fifth with the Mustangs bringing around 3 runs.
Ball 2 from Chapman to Martinez. No outs, only a runner on. It'll be Gabrielson over there at first. That finds the strike zone as Martinez did nothing but watch that one go by.
We've already seen the Mustangs turn 2 double plays tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if Chapman's trying to throw him something to hit there on the ground, turn number 3.
One high and outside for ball 3. A 3-1 count to Martinez with Gabrielson on first. He's going to throw over to 1.
Chapman slowing things down just a bit here.
Chapman delivers the 3-1. That one driven to right field. Foul ball as it finds its way off the party deck tent and out of the stadium. Foul ball, bringing Martinez's count to 3-2 on the evening.
Back-to-back full counts here to lead off the top of the 6th. These are only the 2nd and 3rd full counts that Chapman has had to face so far tonight.
That one inside.
Well, that brings the play to center fielder, Caden Oliver.
Caden Carter.
Apologies for the misunderstanding. That's now Caden Carter out there pitching on the mound. Chapman was pulled before the inning started. Bunt is shown by Oliver, the center fielder for the Merchants. Davis heads out to get Carter back under control.
Not a good start here for Caden Carter. He was able to get to full counts on both of those, on those first 2 batters. However, he lost both of them. Hopefully this stop here by Davis, able to settle him down just a tad after Chapman was able to take 5 scoreless innings to open this game.
Runner on 1 and a runner on 2. As Martinez was walked. 2 consecutive walks here in the top of 6. Runner goes, ball is passed. Both runners will advance. Gabrielson all the way to 3rd. Martinez heads to 2nd.
It looked like Gabrielson would have been able to easily steal 3rd base had that pitch not been thrown outside. So an advance there on the wild pitch, not technically ruled a stolen base there for Austin Gabrielson.
Oliver faces a 1-1 count here in the top of 6. Oliver gets his 2nd strike, goes up 1-2. The 1-2 delivered outside. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, leaving a spot open for Oliver if it comes down to that at 1st.
Oliver has struck out twice so far tonight. He's one of 5 strikeouts recorded by Lane Chapman. Or I should say 2 of the 5 strikeouts.
That one swung on and missed, and Oliver is retired back to his dugout as the Mustangs get their first out of the evening.
Fastball there in the zone up near the eyes that Oliver swung right through for his 3rd straight strikeout on the evening. Mustangs looking to get another one or a soft out to be able to prevent any runs from coming across here in the top of the 6th.
Anderson watches one on the inside of the zone for strike 1.
Anderson also a strikeout victim tonight. He also has the only hit of the night with a single.
No balls, 1 strike. That one gets past and a run comes home. Gabrielson scores and Martinez finds his way to third.
Carter not having the best command in his Mustangs debut tonight, as he's now delivered 2 wild pitches that have allowed the first run to come across for Carroll. St. Joe's lead is now cut down 6-1.
That one flied out deep left field, and it finds the warning track. Martinez comes home. Anderson makes his way to second base. Quality stand-up double from him to get the Merchants now within 4.
First hit allowed by Caden Carter, but that was a costly one. That ball was hit probably 370 feet out into left center field that landed just at the base of the left center wall, out by the bullpen for Carroll. Carter lucky that ball stayed in the park.
Wind starting to pick up just a bit here, blowing left center to right center. That one swung on a nice chopper into the foul net. Owens with an 0-1 count faces Carter looking to drive home Anderson. That one finds its way outside, ball 1.
2 runs on 2 hits now for Carroll after that RBI double by Anderson. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Mustangs.
Carter delivers that one into left field. Belton back, makes the grab. 2 outs for the Mustangs.
Another hard hit ball for the Merchants against Carter. But unfortunately, this one directly at Drew Owen. This one hit directly by Drew Owen to the left fielder Carter Belton for out number 2 here in the inning.
So a fly out to left field by Owens puts the Merchants in a 2-out, 1-on situation after scoring 2 runs. Carter delivers, makes a man miss. Weller goes down 0-1.
Weller 0 for 1 on the night, walked his first time up and had a long fly out to left field to end the 4th inning, his last time up.
The 0-1 count to Weller. Finds the bottom corner of the zone. 2 strikes. Weller facing being the 3rd out here in the top of 6. That finds the zone. Down goes Weller, and the Merchants get out of it with 2 runs scored. The Mustangs lead 6-2.
Carter able to strike out 2 batters in that inning, but also allowing a hit and the first 2 runs to come across the board for Carroll. So the shutout's out of the picture for the Mustangs, but they still lead by 4. We're going into the bottom half of the 6th.
We'll be right back after a short break here on YouTube with Mustangs Baseball.
the Carroll Merchants. Number 8, Jackson Hartzell. Well, leading it off here at 106, designated hitter, J.S. Little.
Welcome back inside Phil Welch Stadium. We're in the bottom of 6 innings here with some Mustangs baseball. They've been playing extremely well compared to the other night. Scored 6 runs on 6 hits. Only committed an error. The Merchants 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. Had a little bit of a rough night as Jaden Little is on the plate. Fouls off his second pitch, bringing the count to 1-1.
Little flew out into a double play his last time up that ended the Mustangs rally back in the 4th inning. But on the night, he does have a double. So he's 1 for 3 on the evening entering this at-bat.
The 6-2 lead from the Mustangs with Jaden Little at the plate. Little ahead in the count 2-1. Another one high and away. Ball 3, Little goes up 3-1. The 3-1 to Little finds the top of the zone. Strike 2, a full count now to Jaden Little.
Little started walking over to first, thinking that pitch might have been just a tad high, but called a strike there at the elbow.
The 3-2 count here in the bottom of 6. That one fouled onto the concourse, roof of the concourse. Little doing a good job of staying alive.
We also have a new pitcher on the mound, and we have Jackson Hartzell, freshman from Upper Iowa University.
Hartzell delivers the 3-2 blow to Little, getting the first out of the inning. Little, who had a great night last night, has struck out twice, flown out, but did have a double in the bottom of 3. Eden Myers now comes to the plate for the Mustangs.
Hartzell is the 3rd pitcher of the night for Carroll after Shrunk went 3 innings and Turpin was able to go 2.
Myers watches his first pitch up and away, ball 1. You're just now tuning in to our YouTube. The Mustangs lead 6-2 here in the bottom of 6 innings. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season, so we'll get there. We've already hit 800. We'll get to 1,000. It's going to happen.
I think we hit 800 tonight, so that's a celebration in itself.
That's huge, as Eden Myers is plunked by a ball from Hartzell. He's going to take his base on a 2-0 count. Eden Myers, the first base runner of this inning, brings up the back half of this lineup, who has produced in a huge way tonight. Belton has scored. He'll be coming up. Kettler's scored. He's been coming up. And Davis has scored twice. He's scored off a walk and a single. But Tyler Gundelfinger will be coming to the plate for the Mustangs. He's going to see one high and away for ball one.
Gundelfinger reaching base all 3 times tonight, courtesy of 2 walks and an error by the shortstop, Weller. Hasn't scored a run, but he's had a lot of traffic there. Also has a stolen base on the night.
Hartzell delivers the 1-0, turning it to 2. Myers still stands on first, giving Hartzell a hard time over there. He's jumped a couple times. That one finds its way outside for ball 3. The Carroll pitchers really liking the outside edge. Really the left-handed batter's box. Finding everything over there but the bat. That's gonna be his first strike to Gundelfinger this evening as he tries to climb his way back from a 3-1 count.
That hit by pitch to Myers was the 3rd of the night for Carroll. They already have 8 on the season, so 11 total in only 4 games.
That one a bit outside, but called a strike 2. Full count now faces Gundelfinger. Looking to avoid the strikeout from Hartzell.
So with their 3 hit batters, they're actually right about their season average tonight, which is kind of shocking if you ask me.
The 3-2 to Gundelfinger, swung on, driven deep right field. Back at the warning track is Owens, and he makes the grab. Sealing Myers at first, bringing up Carter Belton.
Gundelfinger drove that down the right field line, stayed fair about 5-10 feet, and despite right field having a short porch, not able to push it over for the extra bases.
That one fouled back on Belton, the 0-1.
Belton tonight 0 for 2 with a walk. He also had a run scored courtesy of reaching on a fielder's choice back in the 5th inning.
That one fouled off again. Struggling to straighten him out, Belton is. Down 0-2. Delivers, runner goes, the throw to second, not in time. Myers gets his first stolen base of the year.
5th stolen base of the evening for the Mustangs, and Myers got a great jump. Catcher Anderson held the ball for a second, and that half a second of indecision was probably the difference between Myers being safe versus out at second, as Myers just barely beat a very good throw by Anderson.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Carter Belton. High and away, nice snag by Anderson as almost got out of the edge of his glove. Carter Belton now faces a 2-2 count here in the bottom of 6 with Myers over there at second. That one driven deep right center field. Back at the warning track is Oliver. That one had enough airtime on it. Oliver was able to get under it and make the grab for the out. The Mustangs are retired here in the bottom of 6. The score still 6-2.
That was a great hit there by Belton, but we've had a lot of humidity crawling today with all of the rain we've gotten, and just too much of a high enough launch angle, resulting in a very loud fly out towards the warning track.
My name is Gabe Porter. With me, Tyler Angerbauer. We're going to take a quick break as they begin to shoot off T-shirts and Crazy Bread. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back into Mustangs baseball. Carter's still out there. Pitching for the Mustangs. The throw over to first. Gundelfinger gets him. Chris Coy on the fielded ground ball.
Nice 6-3 ground out there to get started here in the top of the 7th inning. After Belton had to throw almost 25 pitches there in the top of the 6th, coming in for his first inning of relief from a great start by tonight's starter, Lane Chapman.
The first pitch from Carter, down and outside for ball 1. DeVoe up to bat for the Merchants. Watches his first strike. Nobody on. Only 1 out. The 1-1 down and away. I can't tell what they're yelling out there. Can you?
I can't either.
Nathaniel, you know what they're saying? No, okay. None of us do. It's unknown language to us. 2-1 to DeVoe from Carter. Delivered, swung on, fouled off. Now 2-2 count.
DeVoe way early there on that fastball. Lucky to get just a tad of it up on that ball. That was way high on the strike zone.
Carter taking his time, the 2-2 count. Delivered for strike 3. DeVoe is retired back to his dugout.
Great job there by Carter, able to strike out DeVoe, looking on that off-speed pitch that lands on the outside edge of the plate.
Our fans watching are coming in clutch. It's Taco that they're yelling. It's Taco. Okay, thank you guys. We appreciate the feedback. It's always good to know what the chants are at a baseball park.
You know, a taco does sound really good right now.
Might be the move for dinner this evening. As Carter delivers the 1-1 count to Nystrom.
Nice block there by the catcher, Davis. Got the ball bounced a couple feet in front of him.
The 1-1 delivered inside for ball 2. Want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to all of our crew here at Phil Welch Stadium, our promo team, our grounds crew, everybody doing a great job of making this work, as well as our own booth operator. That's going to be the role. Our booth operator, Nathaniel Brown, for making all of our graphics, keeping them running and keeping our stream up while he's been dealing with some connectivity and technical issues this evening. So thank you for that, Nathaniel. Also, Tyler doing a great job up here as my color commentator. We're having a great time as Nystrom takes the 3-2 count.
And don't short yourself, Gabe. You're doing an amazing job calling play-by-play. We wouldn't be here without you right now.
Gotta love it. We've got a full season ahead of us. That one delivered inside and away for ball 4. Nystrom takes his base this evening as there's 2 outs. Mustangs looking to get out of a quick top of 7.
First walk of the inning for Caden Carter after giving up 2 there in the top of the 6th. Mustangs really starting to control their walks after giving up 9 in game 1. Only at 5 so far tonight.
Carter with 2 outs delivers one high and away for ball 1. Gabrielson, who's back up to bat for the Merchants, walked in the top of 6, which led to 2 runs being scored. That one finds the inside of the zone. Strike 1.
It's a great fastball there, right up close to the hands, but curves just back inside to the inner half of the plate to get strike 1 and even the count out.
That one down and away, ball 2. Nystrom over there on first, being a little jumpy, looking to get something started for the Merchants as they're down 4 here in the top of 7.
Mustangs pitching with the lead for the majority of the game. Courtesy of them staying a lot more patient and working on a lot of the problems that plagued them in game 1.
Inside for strike two. The 2-2 count to Gabrielson. He faced a 3-2 count earlier in 6. And now faces a 2-2 count here in 7. The 2-2 fouled off back.
Not enough for a car, but our audio booth playing the sound of what it might sound like for a foul ball to hit a car.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. The 2-2 count from Carter to Gabrielson as he's been fighting to stay alive. Delivered inside, ball 3. Gabrielson in a similar situation he saw earlier in this evening's game.
See, Carter can get him out this time after failing to do so back in the 6th.
Carter delivers, runner goes, hit by pitch. Gabrielson, another walk on his evening, another reached base. That'll bring up Martinez with 2 outs, 2 runners on, and the chance for a force out for the Mustangs.
First hit batter of the night for Caden Carter, and as you were saying, Gabe, there is a force out at any base right now for the Mustangs. So a ball put in play, as long as it's close to a Mustangs player, hopefully that gets us out of this sticky jam here in the top of the 7th that Carroll is trying to start.
That one fouled high down the right field line, finds the top of the clubhouse and off into the parking lot. Martinez now faces the 0-1 count.
I gotta get up here to Mr. Taco Man. Hey, Taco!
Can hear our GM Kai Turner delivering a giveaway of some sort, not sure what it is tonight, to our Taco Man below the booth.
But I guess by yelling taco, that does reap rewards. So come yell taco at a Mustangs game. Might get yourself something free.
It's always worth it. Strike 2 to Martinez. Carter looking to get out of a jam here in the top of 7.
Carter's approaching 50 pitches on the night and just 2 innings pitched. He's had to work a lot to get these, so far, 5 outs.
That one slapped down the left field line, foul ball. As he stepped out of the batter's box to get that one. An awfully high effort.
That ball was just pulled down the left field line. It looked like it was fair most of the way there, but it twisted just left of the third base.
The 1-2 count to get out of 7 innings. Delivered. That one's going to work its way back towards the net as runners advance. Gabrielson to second and Nystrom to third. Both runners now in scoring position.
Wild pitch there for Caden Carter. We've seen him being a little wild tonight, giving up 3 walks and a hit batter so far. Now a wild pitch, allowing both runners to advance.
Triple 2s on the board. A grounder over to Myers and the out at first to Gundelfinger to get out of the inning. The Mustangs still lead 6-2. We'll be right back after a break.
Hey, how about a little sweet Carroll? Get that squared out of there. Give another one. Well, they get off here at the bottom of the seventh inning, right there, right there, Kettler. Well, the Mustangs lead by 3 after 7 innings. So 50 fans and fans. Here's one free appetizer. The St. Louis, Texas Roadhouse. Home of Hank Steaks and fall off the moon.
Welcome back inside Phil Welch Stadium. Up to bat for the Mustangs will be Kettler, Isaiah Kettler. Finds his way back to the plate after scoring in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-1 to Kettler from Turpin, who's still pitching. It's grounded over to Weller. Weller makes the throw to DeVoe, and it's in time. Kettler grounds out to shortstop and gets a quick 1 out.
Routine play for Kettler, routine play for Weller, but we've seen him have a couple of problems so far tonight with 2 errors. So balls hit to short, normally a lockdown situation, but here with Weller out in the field, anything's anyone's game at this point.
6-2 lead for the Mustangs. A big swing and a miss from Norman Davis, who's had himself a night with a single and a walk, scoring both times.
What a turnaround for Norman Davis after going 0 for 4 back on Wednesday with 4 strikeouts. 1 for 2 on the night with 2 runs scored, just like you were saying.
The 1-1 with 1 out. That one swung on and missed. Norman Davis is retired.
Unfortunate there for Davis. After we were just talking about how well he's been playing so far tonight, he swung out a fastball outside of the zone for strike 3, making it 2 quick outs here for Jackson Hartzell here in the bottom of the 7th.
The Mustangs are now back to the top of the order. With Chris Coy at the plate.
Coy's last time up got a huge single, drove in 2 runs.
And he's not quite gonna find the gap as Weller fields it, gets it over to DeVoe and seals out the inning. It's a quick 1-2-3 for the Merchants. The Mustangs still lead 6-2.
Number 53, now pitching to the Carroll Mustangs. Number 55, Nelson Augustine. Carroll Mustangs winning new win. And the far side swing ball grill or winner's grill at StJosephMustangs Casino. And get $10 off the outlet. And if you win the Mustangs beer after a home win, stop by the casino for an extra $10 in free play. Just for running your team. Well, leading it off here to the top of the 8th, so the business there. Leading it off here to the top of the 8th, Phil Taylor in the Oliver.
Welcome back to our YouTube stream. My name is Gabe Porter, with me Tyler Angerbauer, now pitching for the Mustangs. Number 55, Bryson Augustin, getting his first start from Hutchinson Community College. He'll start off with a nice pitch in. Probably sitting about 90, 93 miles an hour. Nothing but straight gas on the inside.
Yeah, Bryson's a big boy out there, big and burly. Wouldn't want to be facing him if I was up to bat right now.
Yeah, definitely not. He's going to deliver his first strike of the day to Oliver, the center fielder for the Merchants. Delivers one outside, ball 2. That one driven down the right field side, a nice snag out of the air by Gundelfinger, making a nice heads-up play to get the first out.
That ball was not very high off the ground, and Gundelfinger dove down to the ground, was able to grab it for the first out on that hot liner to first. They normally call third base the hot corner, but right there, first base was definitely the hot corner.
That one down, got the corner of the zone for strike 1 to Anderson. Anderson had himself a night behind the plate for the Merchants. Kind of all over the place, diving and making his way around. Augustin warning Anderson to get off his plate as he pitches one high around the face of Anderson.
Swing and a miss there on a ball in the dirt. Makes the count 1-2. Good pitch there by Augustin.
The 1-2 from Anderson. That one skied towards right field. Gundelfinger makes the grab, backpedaling just on the outside of the right field line.
Gundelfinger having a lot of action here in the top of the 8th. Catching a liner for that first out and getting that soft fly ball out for out number 2.
Both of the outs coming from Gundelfinger this inning. Augustin delivers his first ball to Owens.
Owen coming into today, he was batting .500, 7 for 14 with a homer, a double, 5 runs batted in, and 2 walks. So far, he's 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout, a double play, and a liner out to left field.
The 2-0 pitch quickly becomes 2-1. Augustin delivers another one that got the outside of the zone of the left-handed hitter, bringing the count to 2-2.
Augustin making his debut for the Mustangs this season, showing that he's got great stuff up there on the mound.
The 2-2 smacked up the middle. Coy fields it over to Gundelfinger, and they get the out on a routine 6-3 play.
I don't know if that's routine. Coy had to go way over to his left to get that, but a great play there to get the final out of the inning.
That'll close out the top of the 8th. Mustangs lead 6-2 on 6 hits and 1 error. We'll be right back after this.
Well, leading off here in the bottom of the 8th, Seth Winkler.
Welcome back inside. Phil Welch. Seth Winkler led off for the Mustangs. Just flew out to the left fielder. Nystrom out there making a nice grab. Micah Kavashevsky comes to the plate for the Mustangs.
Jackson Hartzell going back out for his 2nd inning of work. My apologies, 3rd inning of work after having 2 shutout innings so far.
2,413 people here, and our 2nd game of the season here at Phil Welch. It's nice to see everybody yet again. We'll also be seeing you all tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I believe it's Taylor Swift night, so we'll have Casey Taylor here. Not real Taylor. That would cause a backup jam all the way from Maryville to Kansas City. Would be unbelievable. Would be really cool. Unbelievable. Casey Taylor will be here as well as fireworks as Kawabeshki drives one to right field, and that one is caught by Owens for the out. I know, so 2,413 people here. Like we said, it's great to see everybody here tonight. Hopefully be seeing you tomorrow night for Taylor night as well as fireworks.
Yeah, it's not just Taylor night. It's the Taylor and Travis Kelce marriage night.
Oh, that's right.
Because 2 of Missouri's favorite folks are going to be getting married here soon.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yet another reason to come and celebrate.
Jaden Little will take his first swing and a miss. He'll bring the count to 0-1. The 0-2 to Jaden Little now. Jaden Little struck out his last time at bat after an exceptional Wednesday night.
Little had an RBI triple and came around to score to help the Mustangs in their rally that ultimately came just a tad short back Wednesday.
Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. What was 0-2, Little has begun to fight his way back. The 2-2 count to Little. That one finds the middle of the zone. A nice 12-6 curve. And that retires Little and the rest of the Mustangs as we head into the top of 9. Mustangs lead 6-2. We'll be right back.
The official fighter in this match is Steve Fighter, the Mustang fans connected with fast, reliable, 100%.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You made it. This is the first Friday night of the season, and you guys made it. You know why? It's the 9th inning. Make some noise!
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your attendance for tonight's game. $2,413 Royal Mustang fans, give yourselves a round of applause. 2,413. Leading it off in right, shortstop, Sam Weller.
Welcome back for the top of the 9th. Mustangs have a chance to close it out as Augustin is still on the bump for the Mustangs. Delivers first pitch strike, second pitch. Not a strike as that one looked close as it clipped the outside edge of the zone. Weller now goes 1-1 in the count against Augustin.
Weller walked his first time up, but has flown out to left and struck out looking in his last 2 appearances.
Weller looking to start a rally here. That one finds the zone. A 2-2 count to Weller from Augustin as he tries to close this one out. And he does. Weller goes down swinging. The Mustangs now 2 outs away from getting their first win of the season.
Augustin with his first strikeout of the year. Great time there. Just throwing gas at Sam Weller. That mid-90s fastball doing some damage here.
First pitch, strike to Storty. The 1-1 from Augustin to Storty. Fouled back on top of our press box. Storty now goes down 1-2. 1 out, nobody on.
Storty's 0 for 3 tonight, 3 ground outs. So not a good night here for the 5-hole hitter.
The pitch, again, fouled back. Storty did a good job fighting and staying alive, but not looking good as he's down in the count. The 1-2 is called strike 3. Storty not happy about that, throwing his helmet, disagreeing with the umpire as he takes the lonesome walk back to his dugout.
That pitch touched the inside edge, and Storty probably thought it was more of a 50-50 ball, but at least from our vantage point, definitely looked like it clipped the inner half of the plate.
2 strikeouts from Augustin as that first pitch is tipped. DeVoe goes down 0-1.
DeVoe, the last hope that Carroll's got tonight. 1 out away from the Mustangs' first victory of the year.
The 1-1 to DeVoe. Augustin delivers outside, ball 2.
DeVoe singled his first time up, but in his last 2 appearances, he, just like Storty, 0 for 2. Ground out to second and a strikeout looking.
The 2-1 becomes 2-2 as the Mustangs now 1 strike away from closing out tonight and getting their first win of the 2026 season. Augustin, the 2-2. That one fouled back into the green moss on the left field line.
DeVoe living to see another pitch, trying to fight, keep Carroll's hope alive.
The 2-2, high and away for ball 3. Now a full count to DeVoe.
These are the moments you love to see, Gabe. Full count, down to your last strike, last out. The game's on the line for Carroll.
Augustin delivers the 3-2. And the Mustangs get their first win of the 2026 season.
Strikeout there on DeVoe. Augustin able to strike out the side.
The Mustangs line up to get their last-minute handshakes. And they're gonna collect their win.
Rally out there, waving the Mustangs win sign flag for the first time of the year. And after losing on opening day against the Monarchs, Mustangs are able to come back and secure their first victory and their first victory in Mink League play against the Carroll Merchants.
We'll be right back with some program highlights here in just a few minutes. Bringing you a view from inside the dugout, our booth operator, Nathaniel Brown. Huge shout out to him running all our graphics and cameras tonight. Some quick highlights from this evening's 6-2 win. The Mustangs win it 6 runs, 6 hits with 1 error, and they hold the Merchants to 2 hits with 2 runs and 2 errors. A big MVP for the Mustangs tonight. Norman Davis, a single, scored, a walk also scored, so scored 2 of the runs. But we gotta give it to Lane Chapman, who threw 5 scoreless innings for the Mustangs and was able to close it out. Bryson Augustin to close it out for us and get the 1-2-3 strikeouts, striking out Weller, Storty, and DeVoe on a 2-2, a 1-2, and a 3-2 count. So great work from both of those guys this evening. The Merchants awfully quiet around the bases. Lots of ground outs, lots of flyouts from them. My name is Gabe Porter. With me, Tyler Angerbauer is my color commentator. We will be back tomorrow evening as it is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce night. Come out to Phil Welch Stadium and see Casey Taylor, as well as fireworks to round out your evening. From Phil Welch, good night.